Is there a genre of music that people may be surprised that you listen to?
I listen to opera, chamber music. You know, when I jump in my car, that's what I'm listening to. I find it quite special rhythmically, and I find it quite special because I love songs with strings, and I like breakdowns and the way it goes from sort of a happy vibe into a real sad vibe, and you know, the big timpanis, you know. So these things here, they kind of excite me to listen to that, and it kind of helps me. That's kind of the way that I play, you know. So you know, I might go into like a real aggressive set, then I'll come out and come with something really wuss, and then go right back in, and then come out of that, and you know. So that's, you know, it kind of replicates how I think when I play. That's why I listen to it. Like I like Stravinsky, Bach, you know, Beethoven, these kind of people. I really enjoy listening to them.
Nice. So if you were here, you'd probably be listening to classical FM in the car.
Probably.
Do you miss playing vinyl? Do you do any all vinyl sets?
I do. I do all vinyl sets. Probably more so in America, because for me to bring over enough vinyl to please an audience, you know, it would be extremely expensive. That's probably the reason why I can't bring it. And there's a lot of manpower, you know. So if I were to bring 20 crates, you're gonna bring at least 10 people to handle that, you know. So, but I do miss playing it. Yeah, I do. But I mean, but the way that I play right now, I play with vinyl. But it's a vinyl control. It's like it's a controller, but it's vinyl, and that's the way that I play. So it still feels the same way.
This is probably a silly question, but how many vinyl records do you think you own, or do you know how many you own?
Whoa. Well, you know something, I don't even know, but it could be lots of zeros. I mean, I'm pretty sure lots of zeros. I don't know. I don't even know.
Never thought about it.
Never thought about it.
Were you born in Barbados?
No, my family was born in Barbados. I was born in the Bronx, but my family hails from Barbados. Yeah. Yes.
Do you ever go back?
I haven't gone back in many years, and I do need to go back. I do.
There's so many places like that you would love to eat, love to see. The people are just, And where are your family from?
I don't know the exact streets on it because I was so little when I left. So I do want to go to Tobago, you know, Barbados. Like I want to go to all those islands, and I probably will do it next summer for sure. That's what the plan is.
So on the line of where you'd like to go, are there any places that you'd like to play that you have never played yet? I
did go near the Nile in Egypt on vacation. The Big Sphinx, I'd like to play on that, and I also went to in Rome, Caesar's place. Nice. I like to play in there. Those two places I'd like to play. That'd be kind of cool.
That would be kind of sick. Yeah. I know that a while ago you played snow bombing. Are you into any kind of snowboarding or winter sports or stuff like that?
I don't like cold too much.
Were your parents always supportive of like where you were going?
They didn't understand where I was going, and like a lot of people, a lot of my best friends didn't really understand. Why is it that I wanted to dismantle music the way that I wanted to? So it was, I looked at it like an unfinished, like Michelangelo. Like, you know, you can look at it and, you know, lots of reds, blues, greens, and all that, but you won't really see what it really is until the painting is actually done. So I kind of went into sort of like my own world for like 3 years and just dismantled the way music was played, and says, no, I don't want that there. I want this break to go here, and I want this chorus to go here, and I'm going to break it. And by using duplicate copies, I could take what was there and just kind of rearrange it, you know. And that took a few years to figure out, and people didn't take too kindly of it because I was putting my fingertips on the records and that kind of stuff. But I know what I was thinking, and I know what I wanted to hear. I knew what the end result was, but it was a matter of just painting the picture, you know, and so here we are. So.
How do you keep that self-belief? How do you keep that?
Because there's so many genres of music to listen to. It's like there's this analogy that hip-hop is just one genre of music, but me being the inventor of it, it's many genres. So I can find a today's pop record that's got an incredible break in it, or a rock, or a jazz, or a blues, or a funk, or a disco, or alternative R&B. I can still find that break because hip-hop set in its true sense it derives from the different genres of music. And sometimes I find that break in an American record. I might find it in London. I might find it in Japan or in Australia, you know. So I'm never really bored, you know. That keeps me going because it's always something that I can find, or something that I missed when it was out originally. It's like, oh, this is this is great. I can fit this in. So it's always something.
I think that concludes all of my questions, unless there's anything else that you would have wanted to hear when you were younger as inspiration that you can think of.
My inspiration was my own. I didn't have, there was no blueprint, there was nothing. What I wanted to hear didn't exist. Mm-hmm. So that made it just a little easier. I was able to put together this thing that just did not exist. So I had no inspirations, you know, and a lot of the records that I played were not commercial hit records. They just sound good. And that's how I play today. It doesn't have to have been a top #1 record. You know, if it's got that groove in it, I'm gonna play it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it. So that's how it is. I mean, music has no color to me.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you. Is it okay just to get I'm obsessed with Polaroids. So
Okay,
to get a Polaroid.
Okay.